So I just finished my workout. So that's why I look like this. And it's all real. So I want to address something that Sarah brought up last night about feeling like, drilling people about their lives. Here's the deal. If it's feeling like it's a drill down, like it's contrived and the conversation's not going very far, then stop, take a moment, and really feel your heart. Are you doing it because it's on your to-do list, or are you doing it because you're really interested in learning more about the person? And if you're finding that it's really hard and the conversation's not going, make sure that you've checked their Facebook profile. Make sure you've gone through their photos for the last few months. So then you're asking questions about things that interest them, things that they like, things that they are passionate and excited about. That's the best part about being a Beachbody coach. I remember before that, if you didn't have anything to do with my kids, if you weren't a church teacher, if you weren't a school teacher, if we weren't doing play dates, if you weren't had a direct impact basically on my kids, we didn't talk. I didn't reach out. I felt like I didn't emotionally or mentally have the capacity or time to deal with other people. And I remember saying, oh my gosh, why would I want to talk to the cashier? Because you know what? Then we're going to connect and I'm going to feel responsible for their life and helping them get to where they need to go. And I don't have time for that. How selfish does that sound? So what I realized though is that by being a Beachbody coach, I get up and the first thing on my to-do list is reach outs. And what reach outs are is sending people messages saying, hi, how are you? We haven't talked since high school. Oh my gosh, marriage looks like it's doing so much good for you. You look super happy. Oh my gosh, your kids are so cute. But looking at their Facebook page and profile and seeing what they're posting most about, because what they're posting most about is probably what they're most interested in. And the idea of the acronym of FORM is just simply to help you come up with more questions and not talk about yourself. I remember sitting and being on the computer, or even I got on, getting on the phone. I had a roll of duct tape sitting next to my computer. And I really literally did have a roll of duct tape. That way then I would ask a question and I would look at that duct tape while I was typing it or on the phone asking it, and it would remind me to just shut up and let them have time to answer and let them have enough time to answer fully. In today's age, there's so many studies coming out about how we're so connected and we've got the world at our fingertips, and yet we feel less connected to people. And I don't necessarily feel like it's because we're not face to face with people, but I feel like it's super quick. We're on Facebook and we're scrolling, but a like on a picture, how about taking the time to just make a comment, send a message? It's so easy to just to surface connect with people and not really deeply connect with people. So that's why the acronym FORM is there. So that way then you can start asking questions. Think about it. When was the last time somebody started asking you questions, generally interested in who you are, what you're doing, what your day's like? Seriously, think about the last time your spouse came in to the door and you are like, hey, how are you doing? And it was like, I'm good. Or how was work? It was good. When was the last time you had a sit-down conversation with your kids about how they're feeling, what they like about summer, what they like about, the family or it's just, we're so connected, but we're not asking enough questions and letting other people have the time to answer. Having that person in your life who is going to listen. One of the studies said, okay, we're so connected, but if you had a life tragedy or some sort of an embarrassing moment in your life or some sort of a trauma going on, how many people do you feel comfortable sharing that information with? And while people who had thousands of Facebook friends, they're putting answers down from 0 to 2 people. And so the idea is we get up every day and our job, we are going to work to edify, to honor, and to be that listening ear in somebody else's life. There is not another company, there's not another job where your sole purpose is to be a listening ear for somebody. That's seriously what we're all about. I mean, there's workout programs and getting fit and getting healthy, but our job is to edify other people. And that is awesome. I love being surrounded by a group of people who they are looking every day for somebody to uplift instead of the usual looking for gratification, looking for validation. I mean, that makes it so awesome to be a part of this company and a part of this family and the Force team and all the coaches they're surrounded by. And we are getting up every day, and there are thousands of us asking other people how they are and really listening. So that's what the reach outs are, is listening and being there. And the cool thing then about it is that people become friends and they connect with you and they know that they can trust you because they know that you're listening. And a relationship of trust is there. And then when they need help with fitness, weight loss, personal development, all sorts of different things that we are doing in our own lives, then you become the go-to person because you were there for them when nobody else was. So that's what reach outs are. That's what forming is about. And if it starts to feel like it's a drill, contrived, stop for a moment, look and see why you're asking them these questions. And if it helps, say, hey, you know what? I love chatting here, but it'd be so good to connect on the phone. Do you have time this week? 15 minutes tops. I just want to see how you're doing and hear your voice. Like, imagine getting a message like that. So be that light, be that hope in somebody else's life. And I'll check back with you guys on the Facebook page.